Exciting news if you are a Dallas Stars fan or a Roope Hintz fan, as he has signed an 8-year extension with the franchise. Now, before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. That's all I'll say about that. Now, let's talk about the deal. So, Hintz, of course, was given an 8-year extension, and it's about $68 million. And this is kind of where we're thinking for the long term for Dallas. And they're looking at this saying that they're going to get good value, at least they think they are. And Hintz is a guy that was drafted in 2015. He's 26 years old and he's young, which is a good thing. And on top of that, he just had a big season last year. 37 goals. His previous high was 19 before that. So you're looking at this and you're thinking from Dallas's perspective, since he has followed it up with another good season so far, what exactly should we do? Well, let's get him to a long-term deal. And this is where I think that they decided now was the time, because he's in his 5th season in the league, and it looks like he is just going to keep getting better and better, or at least play at a very good level. And he is tied for 3rd right now on his team for points with 24 points in 22 games played, which means that while he is still over a point per game as a player, averaging over a point per game, he is not even first on his team, which is just crazy. But yeah, he is at the point now where he looks to be in a good spot. And for the contract, this is going to be a deal that kicks in through the 2030-2031 season, but it actually starts next season. So this is going to be a long-term deal, and I think for Dallas there's a few things that went through their mind. The biggest thing is that he is going to be, or was going to be, an RFA after this season. If Hintz continued to have the year that he looks like he's going to have this year, considering what he had last year, you knew a lot of teams were going to be interested. A guy that was going to be, starting to be in his prime, and that might just be a franchise cornerstone. Many teams, especially teams that were looking to get another younger guy that could fit in and then help their team possibly get an edge, would possibly push their chips in on the table. But Dallas, of course, has shut the door here. And for me, I look at this and I say, yes, this is going to be an AAV of around $8.5 million per year. But the roster looks good, not perfect, but good, and has a lot of young guys really set up for the future. And to me, I look at this Stars team and I see that they are dedicated, very dedicated to keeping this young core together. Heiskanen has signed an extension last year, I think it was. That was an 8-year extension or something like that, 7 or 8 years. And then Robertson, a guy that looks like he could be one of the up-and-coming faces of the league, has signed a 4-year extension as well. Didn't look like he was going to be signing that extension, but they got the deal done. And now, of course, with the Hintz extension, Dallas looks poised to have some very good players for the foreseeable future that are not only good but young, which was kind of an issue where you had Sagan, Ben, Pavelski, a lot of these guys. You were wondering, what's going to be the future of this team. They've got the future locked up, which is good for them and terrifying to think for the other teams how dangerous this could be. The trio of Heiskanen, Robertson, and Hintz has a goals for percentage of 83.33% this season, 25 goals for compared to 5 goals against. And I would say that the Stars ended up getting a deal, and that it is going to be a good deal. Hintz is a guy that probably lives up to this, and then possibly then some. You got to think the cap will probably grow a little bit over the years. And Dallas is in a really good spot with some of their prospects as well, having a deeper prospect pool, or at least a prospect pool that has some shiny names on there, that if they've got these guys that are the current stars in Robertson, Hintz, and Heiskanen, that if they have those other guys on cheaper deals, maybe we're looking at Dallas being a team that could push for some Stanley Cups in the coming years. I don't know, it's tough to say with their roster. Of course, they do have some money on the books, but in general, this is a club that has a direction. They really seem to be dedicated to this direction, and I'd say for the fan base, this is good for them. And I'm really curious to see if Dallas will be a team competing for the Central Division not only this year, but in the coming years. What are your thoughts, though, on Hintz signing? Will this be a good thing for Dallas and Hintz, or will this be a bad thing? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, please make sure to like this video and subscribe if you are new. Everybody stay safe, have a great night, and go of hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.